Welcome to this series of introductory tutorials to the Talisman Suite 6. My name is Chris. I'm the developer, designer and graphic artist for this development. When you first go into Talisman Suite 6, you're greeted with this splash screen. The current version is 6.8.57. Anything previous to that you should really update. imagenesis.co.uk is the website where you can pick up this software. This software is freeware. It should not cost you a penny. This is being given away as freeware because Visual Basic 6 is no longer being supported, and its main development was for XP. However, Windows 7 runs this quite well. This is licensed to any single user on a single PC. Corporate licenses are needed for telephone call center based companies. This is the final tutorial for Talisman Suite 6. A recent update that's been added to this is if you exit from here or exit from here when you've finished your sessions, it will save an automatic copy of your database to a directory under your install directory called backups, and it'll even make a backup of the backup. So you should end up with 2 copies of that, and that way all your client list stays safe and any amendments you make to the database, like we're going to do now. So this is for the tarot. It's the final tutorial for Talisman Suite. Now, the editor does exactly what it says in the tin. Now, I just switched on the edit mode, so you can make any changes you want. You can actually type up if you're a typist. You can copy and paste. And an added extra feature in this is that if you accidentally make a mistake and you move off it, it will not save a blank string. It will save that. So be careful when you're in edit mode. Now you can use this mode. That's it, secure. You can use this mode to actually use it as a tutor. Now the only two records that you can change in this database for each card. You're on the Empress there. I know the graphics aren't changing. I'll switch to the Minor Arcana just by clicking there. When you're in the Minor Arcana, you'll see the cards changing to reflect it. So you can actually go and scan your whole deck in. Now, to scan your deck in, keep the image size down to approximately 120 pixels by 240, twice as tall as it is wide. So that's the ratio. The smaller you keep it, the smaller your output file will be for an attachment going through a gateway in an email provider like AOL or Gmail or something like that. And as it's a doc, I think you've got quite a lot of leeway with how big it could be. So when I was doing it originally, it was well over 16 to 20 megabyte, and quite a lot of the programs were not getting, quite a lot of the copy wasn't getting through. So if you keep it that small, it will work fine for you, and you can replace all the records. The automatic save feature for this is convenient, so you can copy and paste, just move and it's saved. Copy and paste, move and it's saved. Copy and paste. It's made for ease. The images can be replaced by drag and drop once you've scanned them and reduced them. And there's a good freeware program does that, and I can't remember the name yet. And it's that simple. And you can switch back and forth between. So that is the editor. Now, before we go into the reader, no client is loaded. And the same that's going to happen here now will happen if you go to the Biorhythms, I Ching, the Runes, or Tarot. there's what happens. It defaults to client 0. Now client 0 is the practice client, or the no email client. You know, it's just anybody. If you're just doing a reading for somebody, you can type up their name in the output and replace anybody, any name. And the client number doesn't get shown, so the only thing that's there, you could take any additional information. Date of birth goes in as well. So, and these go in the talisman header, and that's the information that goes in there. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and load a reading for a previous client, and we're going to go and get one from Alexander King. There we go. Now there's the reading he got previously, and I'm going to show you the tools while we're looking at this reading. It changed the layout, changed the client reference, it's produced the statistics for it. It has produced the statistics for it, and they're all there for you to see. So these are there are 8 upright cards. Right, we'll go and do that demonstration now. There are 8 upright cards, so what we will do is we will just reverse that one. The card is reversed, and we'll reverse that one. The card is reversed. So if we look at the header, there are 6 upright and 2 reversed. So it changes the information on the screen. And then when we go here, the information shown again. It redoes the figures for everything. So you can see the even numbers. These are just tools for aids towards doing a bit of reading. Odd numbers, reversed and upright. And you can switch to the suit, and you'll see how many major cards there are. You can clear the display if you don't want to see it anymore, if your client's sitting there. And all they are is a tool. You can see all the minor cards in one go. You can see that they actually except for the last one. The last one's, yeah, except for that one. Right, the one major, and there's only 1 cup, 1 staff, 3 coins, 2 swords, and there's 1 pair. Now the pairings are done by numbers. This number is an ace, this card is an ace, and this is the number 1, it's the ace of staffs, so it's 2 aces. And as you can see, the information on the screen says minor, upright, odd numbered, and it's in a pairing. Minor, upright, odd, and it's in a pairing, so that's a matched pair. And if you look at any of the rest of them, minor, and we've got 1 major here, so major is a capital M, minor is a small m. Upright and odd. So it's just visual information on the screen, and these tools help you to do that. So you can clear the display and go back to output. Now, you must get the reading to reflect exactly what the client wants, exactly what the client's reading was as you did it. So you can drag and drop them in, and I'll go through one in a minute. And once I'll go through it straight away actually. Control C, clear it. Now you could change to any other layouts that you please, but you can see we started off the Celtic cross, and we loaded a reading over the top of it. So we're going to take 1 of these. Now the anomaly with this is you must click on the card first, then you can click and drag it, and I'll show you that better here. I'm going to click on that card and then click and drag this one. See? It arms that card. So I know it's a nuisance, but you click on it first, then you click and drag it. You click on it first, then you click and drag it. And it works the same across the board. Now, once you've done your reading, we'll take a staffs as well. So we'll take 2. There we go. So once you've done your reading, it automatically then uses all that information that those first clicks put together and creates this here. Now, as you can see, all the cards are upright. Well, we're going to go and change that. We'll put that one and that one. So 6 upright, 2 reversed. So you can see it reflects the reading properly now. That's the reading I had for that client. So I've dragged and dropped it in, and I've reversed the cards that should be reversed. Now I can actually start the reading. Now these tools are an aid to the reading, so you can actually look. There's one treble, there's one sword, 2, 2, 2, 7 minor, and 1 major. So as I say, they're just aids to the reading. They do not replace your skill, they add to it. Now we can start with the output. Emailing the client, so you're going to actually start your list, your information in here. Now if they're a card specific, like a 10 of cups, so what we'll do is we'll go to its notes for the 10 of cups. So once you're content with your notes, you can lay it wherever you want, get enough space, and that's for that individual card, the significator. And as you see, when you click on a card, its statistics come up first, so you have to switch to its note to put a note in, because generally speaking, your main reading will go here. Now just to prove that, we're going to go So once you've put your reading in and you're quite satisfied with it, we can look at the output options now. We'll pick another card, what the heck, we'll pick card 1. It's the Ace of Staffs. So as you can see, the information is there, and when you click on specific cards, the specific card information is there. So it keeps track of all this for you for outputs. Now we're going to have a look at outputs, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at normal output is everything. So if you switch it off, it only puts out the stuff you want. I won't give a demonstration here, you can play with that, it's entirely up to yourself. The talisman header relates to the header that actually says Talisman Suite 6 at the top. I'll show you one when we go in. Talisman header, I'll show you that. Now this header here is actually this one here, Layout, Stats and Notes. So whatever is in here is that one, and it comes after that one. You've got the card position information, the card images, the card meanings, the card notes and card stats. For this purposes we're going to actually use them all. So we'll just go and output it, Control O. Now there's the header I was talking about, Talisman Suite, client's name, date of birth, the spread layout, and the reading date and time. Date anyway. Then starts the layout stats. Hi Alexander, how's the world conquest going, man? And then the actual statistics. Now you can replace all them in that editor. It will keep whatever you put in it. You can actually just start your full right up there and ignore all this, or replace it completely. You can switch on what you like. Now as you can see, position 1, card 1, Ace of Staffs. We've got a card notes shown here. Card stats, an Ace of a beginning man. Card 2 has none. After card stats it's part 3, 4, and we're looking for the significator, which is the last card. There it is. Ten of Cups, a great disappointment or sadness. A great disappointment or sadness. Looks like disappointing beginning is about to end well, man. So, as you can see, the information's there. You can now save that. And there's an in-depth tutorial on what the saving facilities for this are. So I'm not going to go in depth on this. Go and look at that tutorial. It covers all the readers, all 4 of them, plus the non-reader. Now, that is saved, and it's saved to the database. 2. So it saved it again. So it's probably better just saving it out there, rather than actually doing it here. You can save from there and load from there. And we've used new, cleared the reading, we've used the output. Traditional, find it for yourself. You'll see it's just changing King and Queen to card 12, card 13 and card 14 in output. But you may never use this. You may switch off all the other features and just do your own write-ups, just using the notes. Leave the header off, well, replace the header with your start and introduction, and use the individual notes for building up additional stuff about any particular cards. And you can choose to put out just the card images, the header, leave the talisman off it. You put the card position up, the card image, and your card notes underneath it, and it'll be completely your own reading. And that is basically what you can do with this. I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy this program. It's made to me simple and easy to use as possible, and it's been discontinued because, and given away free, because Visual Basic 6 still has memory problems, and there's a lot of bleed, and there's problems with some of the controls. So the next development of this will be a website. Thank you again for your time and for your interest. I hope you enjoy this program, which you can pick up at imagenesis.co.uk, and you'll get all the links to all the blogs, YouTube files like this one, and the Facebook. Don't take any lesser revision number than this. This is the only stable release so far.